We are nearly 1 month away now from the beginning of Art Prize 2013, and tomorrow is the first day to sign up to volunteer. And if you do, you get first dibs on the opportunity to take part in the new Grand Rapids Certified Tourism Ambassador Program. Now, we told you back in February about the program, and this morning, Visitor Services Manager Lisa Verhill joins us live in studio to talk a little bit about this here. It's not just for people that are going to be doing Art Prize, though. It's for other people in the community that can do this as well, right?
Absolutely.
What are the benefits of being an ambassador to the city?
Well, you have to realize first that tourism is a $1.19 billion operation, and so to have people certified as a certified tourism ambassador on the front line, being knowledgeable to answer those questions. I mean, you've been to other cities. I mean, you've asked questions, and you know, you have a first impression that's very valuable as far as, you know, what is your city all about. So if we have people who are armed with information about history and tourism and attractions.
Are these just people that are walking around looking for somebody who looks lost?
Hey, anybody whose feet hit the sidewalk should be CTAs.
Okay. I mean, but if I'm somebody that came in from out of town, I don't know anything about the city.
Yeah.
Are you hoping you'll have this army of people who can answer any question they may have?
Yes, we're hoping that. I mean, as many people, we're trying. The whole program has a 6-month rollout, and what we were trying to do is get it timed with Art Prize. And so we have 113 people who are certified tourism ambassadors.
They're ready to go.
Ready to go. Armed with a pin, so if you have a pin,
that says CTA,
you're the ones
you
that
can
are
tell
going to
them
be
anything.
Absolutely.
Are you hoping they're going to be able to tell people geographical things or historical things, or what's the gamut?
All the above, and you're going to get quizzed later on it. So.
I know. We're going to talk about that in just a second here. So what are the kinds of things that you learn in the class?
Well, we tell people with the number of hotel rooms that are occupied, you have 12,600 opportunities to make an impression on a guest. I mean, your first impression is everything, and if we have people that are enthusiastic about Grand Rapids, it bodes well for the community.
Okay, and so these are some of the things you can learn about: history, attractions, itinerary planning.
Yes, absolutely.
The 4 quadrants of the city.
Because many of us live in one quadrant, but we don't know what's going on in the others.
All right, the demography,
yeah,
I mean, the makeup, essentially, that sort of thing,
people,
the type of people that live here, where they came from originally, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Okay. And when can Art Prize volunteers take part in the program here?
Well, we have a class on the 17th. I have the opportunity to train 140 people in the Art Prize Theater. You go online to ctanetwork.com to see the classes, and you can register, and the registration fee is $35, but we've cut a break for the Art Prize volunteers.
What if I'm not an Art Prize volunteer? How do I take part?
You just go to ctanetwork.com, and I have like 22 classes that I'm teaching between now and the end of the year.
Okay.
So if we fill all the classes, we have an opportunity to have 600 certified tourism ambassadors hit the streets of Grand Rapids.
Ready to go at any minute.
Emergency.
We have somebody who needs to know where. Yeah. All right. Thank you so much. We appreciate it, Lisa. And we're going to be talking about this coming up right after in the next half hour anyway, where Emily and I are actually going to duel it out in a contest.
Are you ready?
No, not even close. It's 6:39 right now. Welcome back. How well do you know Grand Rapids? Do you know enough to be a tourism ambassador?
This Saturday is the first certified tourism ambassador program for Grand Rapids. We have a nearly $2 billion tourism industry, and Leaders with Experience GR says this will only make it stronger. This class is just for one day, and it lasts a few hours.
So what kinds of facts about Grand Rapids do they want you to know? Well, CTA Program Manager Lisa Verhill joins us now in studio to quiz us on our Grand Rapids knowledge.
Go for it, Lisa.
Which we're pretty sure about here. But before we do this real quick, Lisa, this is an important program. People, they would know this stuff, and they would be able to talk to somebody coming in from out of town, right?
Sure.
Tell them about their town. Okay, let's get going here. You're
okay. Are you ready?
Yep,
okay.
ready.
I'll go to the single answer first, okay?
We have little light things here that we can...
So let's put our hands like this. Okay.
All right.
Is that how you want to do it?
Are you ready?
Fair enough.
Okay, what did John Ball do for a living? 2 things.
He owned a zoo.
No. Well, I know he was an explorer, but I don't know if you make a living doing that.
Well...
Was he a...
Was he a doctor?
No.
Gosh, I just read the sign at the zoo the other day.
Can you be an audubonist or something to that effect? Some kind of bird watcher type person?
Okay, well, he was an adventure farmer, and he was an attorney.
Okay.
Okay?
Yep.
All right, so multiple choice. We went to the hard one first. Okay. Grand Rapids motto, motu vigae, is A, French for moving waters, B, Latin for motivated from within, C, French for water blessed, D, Latin for strength and activity.
Multiple choice, I'm going to go with a guess. I'm going to go with A.
Okay, well, it was Latin for strength and activity.
I know.
Oh!
Latin for strength. Yes, I knew
You
that.
got to
one
take the
immediately.
class.
Okay,
There we go.
yes.
Gosh, okay,
All right.
one last question.
This is an easy one.
All right.
In 1945, Grand Rapids became the first city in the country to A, add fluoride to its drinking water.
A.
A. Ding, ding, ding.
Yep.
All right, good.
Yep.
Good.
I win.
And I will hear about this for like months.
That's great stuff. I'm telling you what, though. You got to brush up on our Latin, no doubt about that. And obviously, we don't know as
So
much as
if
we
you
thought
go
as we
through
did.
these classes, I mean, it's really easy. You can basically just be out on the streets during major events like Art Prize, and people are going to come into town and they're going to be going like this.
Yes, and visitors always look up.
Sure.
And if you see somebody look up, I mean, the challenge I lay down to anybody who goes through the program is at least once a day, go to somebody who looks up and ask them, can I help you? Because those are visitors.
Yep.
You don't
Those are
want to just
visitors.
sidle up to them and be like, that's the McKay Tower. It was built in 19 whatever.
Well, you know, you have to ask them what they need.
Yeah.
Sure.
You
The
know?
idea here, obviously, is to make people feel really comfortable with being here, love the city, talk about it when they go home, and maybe encourage other people to come here too.
And we ask all certified tourism ambassadors to thank people for coming to Grand Rapids.
The first Tourism Ambassador class is happening this Saturday from 1 until 5. It's for Art Prize volunteers. The registration deadline is tomorrow. The first class is open to anyone. The first class that is open to anyone is happening Thursday, September 12th from 8 until noon at Spring Hill Suites. Registration deadline for that is August 27th. 22nd. And I'm all confused now because I lost. Thank you, Lisa.
I'd like to hear that. Yeah, John Ball was an attorney and an adventure farmer.
And an explorer.
Yeah, he did a lot of things.
All right.
And he's got a zoo named after him, among other things.